Roles of a denizen. A content creator is a user that creates posts and is rewarded based on the quality of their content. A content evaluator is a user that helps assess the quality of content and enforces community standards. The evaluator is effectively taking part in a marketplace to curate content and is rewarded for early evaluation. A content consumer is a user that wishes to find and consume the most valuable content in a given subject area or within a community. A lair owner is a person holding tokenized ownership of all or part of a community lair. Owners are rewarded with a portion of all mining activity happening within their lair. Owners are incentivized to build the best community of content creators and evaluators.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable if this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So if we're all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.
Well, hello. This is the DENDAO meeting. It's a quick one and short notice. We mentioned it on the Super Happy Dragon Lucky that would be this afternoon. We just did not know when, conflicting schedules. Anyway, getting down into it, I have an assignment for you all for next week's meeting. So this is a preparatory meeting, shall we say, for next week's assigned meeting. Real quick, though, the government, this is a DENDAO meeting, and the current open governance votes, open DEN support issues, revenue generation, and we'll talk about next week's item to be discussed. All right, so that's our agenda for today. Real quickly, the open governance votes are, let's go to that page real quick. And there is only one. This last one, motivational quotes and avatar change, was approved in a vote. And the next one is, what should the themes be for the month of November for the World Blockchain Roundtable? I encourage everyone to watch the World Blockchain Roundtable. It is the oldest, longest, first running podcast controlled by a DAO right here on Den.Social. And they talk about, and I happen to be one of the panelists sometimes, they talk about blockchains, blockchain solutions, and that kind of thing. It's every Thursday morning, 10 o'clock Central Time. That's 11 o'clock Eastern if you're in the US. So anyway, if you want to participate in that show, you can earn a lot by posting questions, what have you. On Den.Social, the panelists will answer it. You earn a lot from that process. Then you can make proposals. You can vote on proposals such as what each theme's show should be. And they're asking for the month of November. So that is the only DENDAO vote that's up right now. Going back, next is open DEN support issues. We have two, one being very major. We will talk about that in just a second. But the first one we're going to talk about is this one from Michael James Smathers. And he says, question several days with no response. Anyone? Well, he was like asking it because he believes that his images have been deleted. And I find that kind of hard to believe on Den.Social. And so I asked for some more details. He had provided this Hey Drumpf. I found that not in the artworks layer. I found that posting in the change my view layer. And if what other postings are you looking for, maybe I can help. If you could provide me some, Michael, if you could provide me some information, maybe I can find those. Seriously doubt anything has been deleted on Den.Social. This is blockchain. It's nearly impossible. So it may be just a question of where did you post it? And for sure, was it posted here on Den.Social? And if so, in which layer? For example, the one I just found for you. So that's item number 1 on our open DIN support issues. Item number 2, of course, is the payouts, MTR payouts. You can see the last payout was August 30th. There was a gap between July 16th to August 28th, and there have been no payouts since August 30th. And why? Well, it's because there's a couple of issues with the linkage. It requires a developers to go in and fix it. And that is a problem with resources. Resources meaning time, not just money. The devs that are working on Den.Social right now do it for free. And their time is heavily allocated towards other projects. For example, Dragon Chain, after it won its case, and remember, that's why we don't have any money at Den.Social, is because the SEC case against Dragon Chain, Den.Social was built on top of Dragon Chain. There are fewer devs, and the devs we have are on that project. They're on the project of the patents that are owned by Dragon Chain and getting them tokenized. They're involved in the process of some maintenance and revamping and projects that were already on the docket for Dragon Chain. Dragon Chain's got some big changes in the first of the year of 2026 that they're involved in. I believe they're also involved, well, of course, they're involved in Dracaria. Dracaria has just recently launched, and that is an ongoing process as it's gaining momentum. Any kind of income that is generated within Dracaria stays in Dracaria. It doesn't come over or bleed over to Den.Social. And also, there's another project I know that Joe is involved in. I'm trying to help them out on Telegram, and that happens to be Meme Asylum Experiment. Encourage you to take a look at that white paper. So as you can see, we have like various devs that are their time, we all have only 24 hours in a day. It doesn't matter who you are. And their time is limited, just as our time is limited. And their time is also allocated based off of need, based off of income. And, everyone's got their price. If Den.Social had a giant pot of money sitting there, then obviously we could pay for a dev to come over maybe a half day or whatever it's going to take and fix this MTR payout issue. But there is no pot of money at Den.Social. So I'm going to open it back to you. How can Den.Social generate revenue to pay for a dev to come over and quickly fix this simple issue of the MTR payouts? Or is it a money problem? Or is it a time allocation problem? There you have it. So, yes, unfortunately, Den.Social has fewer engagement, few interactions, and therefore it's low on the priority list. That's all of our responsibilities, especially mine as the emperor, the voted leader of the DENDAO. But my votes, I don't control any money. I only kind of direct the ship, or shall we say, try to direct the ship, or maybe communicate to the members of the DAO or the community within Den.Social, i.e. Denizens, what's going on, what the latest is. That's hence the reason for this meeting. Okay, so it's a time allocation problem / a money problem, and that's why we still don't have the MTR payout issue resolved. Next, here is your homework assignment. Some people hate the word homework. All right. Next week, I would like to talk and discuss the DePlatform vision, the rebranding of Den.Social into DePlatform. If we are going to obtain investors, not only just for maintenance and fixes, but growth, then we have to take a look at what else we need to do with the application. And the application means the vision for DePlatform. Hey, Joe.
Hello.
Well,
Sorry, I'm running
you're
late.
good. You're good. You're good. We're on the last item. I'm giving everybody a homework assignment. The homework assignment, start thinking about the DePlatform vision. And I'm suggesting that if we want Den.Social to grow, it's going to need to change into maybe a video platform. And what's the vision for that? Just kind of the highlights maybe at the top of the white paper that we're trying to work on. So it's to really more of an announcement is what number 4 item is here. The 4th item here is just an announcement. Hey, next week, I want to talk about the vision for DePlatform. And I want to post in here in the DENDAO. Here are some examples or some thoughts of what we're thinking about for the vision for DePlatform. It's got to change. And, look at in the world of TikTok, everyone's looking at video and we have short attention spans. Even Reddit is suffering, shall we say, because it's more of a text-based application. Well, we need to change as well. And if we change, we will have more users, we will have more, members on the platform, and we can solve problems, real problems that are out there in that video space by plugging in what Den.Social can do and has done. And that's my vision or my belief in it. And it's not just those who have been deplatformed, who've been censored. It's those that there's a lot of people right now on YouTube because there are so many new podcasters. There's not enough money to go around to pay people as they're looking for some kind of gig economy, or they have something valuable to say. And they certainly do. And a lot of them do. But guess what? There's not enough money to go around in YouTube to pay all of them a salary so they can quit their job. And there's a lot of people that are frustrated with that. So guess what? Why? Because they really don't own their channel.
Right now, ownership is the thing, right? If we said that was the main thing, and one of the other things that draws from that, and who knows, because it's not necessarily a different direction. Even I think it fits within that vision. Is the fact that we have over 250 DAOs is a very unique and interesting thing. And the fact that all of those DAOs are, on the one hand, very user-friendly and very, in fact, normie-friendly. It's not even something you have to be a crypto user to be able to really get in there and vote and everything else. And that can be even improved. And the fact that they have some ability, although it would be a step up, maybe it would be some type of more advanced account or something, but where you can do a behavior-based governance as well. So we would be that, you think about Den, it would be a super unique platform for people who are coming into that space and trying to understand how they could start a DAO. Because frankly, so many of the DAOs out there, they can't get enough engagement because things cost money. If it costs money to vote, it's not really a good thing. And other things similar, right? So it's important.
Bear with me. I gotta mute myself for about 30 seconds a minute. I got Black Hawk helicopters getting ready to fly over. Hold on.
Really? You can tell when it's gonna. When it's gonna happen.
No, it's just the time, the sound, the sound.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I want to know if it comes across, because I bet I won't hear it. I'll bet I won't hear it if you don't mute. But anyway, it's all good.
I guess. Now I guess maybe it's turning because it's now funny. It's fading. I think.
Yeah, that's funny. So
anyway.
Potentials for Den are huge, and especially as Dragon Chain and some of the other projects start to do things, there are some things that we could cook in between Dracaria and DePlatform, and even between Meme Asylum and DePlatform. And when Dragon Chain makes its coming announcements, it's all potentially going to draw attention. So we do want to be ready. And if what are you expecting for next week? Are you expecting to just have say some optional visions or some? Okay, that's good. That's really good.
Optional visions for us to put out there to the community to start talking about. Nothing to vote on, nothing like that. Just discussion. This is the discussions we've been having for a few weeks now and talking about. Let's just get those ideas out there for people to generate their thoughts and their, I know their biggest concern is the MTR payout, which I talked already about. I'm not going to beat that horse. It's a time allocation problem, and it's not just a money problem. Even if we had a pot of gold and resources, there's only so many devs, and they are spread thin, and it's really not raising a bunch of money. Yeah, sure, if we had big gold pieces to pay for somebody, maybe they would drop something else right now to go work on the MTR payout. But that's not, it's a time issue. It's a time allocation issue. The other support issue was, I'm not going to go over that either, but was James Michael Smathers or something said that his stuff has been deleted off of Den.Social. And I said, no, I don't think so. He probably posted somewhere else, or in one layer, he was looking for something that wasn't in that layer. I happened to find it somewhere else.
Okay,
and
well, that's good.
It's not like things can be deleted on Den.Social, correct?
Right. I mean, they're all on chain. Now, it could. Exactly. It's entirely possible that the system itself, even though it's still on chain, the system itself could not display it. We have there occasionally have been bugs that stuff like that can happen. But
but anyway, I asked for specific, information about those postings that he's looking for, and it happens to be like artwork or something like that. I go, okay, well, I need something, a title of some sort, just so we can look for it. Provide me something rather than just say my stuff is gone or some of my stuff is gone. So, anyway, that's what that was. And then that the current open governance votes, that is just the only open item right now is World Blockchain Roundtable for the November themes. And so that means that now, Joe, you're up to speed. And what I want to do over this next few days is just post, and I'm going to ask you to, if you could just post a quick 2-3 sentence example of what you're thinking of.
Oh yeah, okay.
The DePlatform vision.
Right now.
And I'm going to do the same. And it's not just censorship, but it's ownership.
Yeah.
And maybe kind of how we might word that into the white paper and that kind of thing. And then get the buy-in from the community. This is what we're thinking. Is this in line with what your thoughts are? Would you change it? How would you change it? Just kind of.
Where do we want to put these? Is a reply to this meeting? Or?
I tell you, as soon as we're done here, I'll open up a new one within the DENDAO, the vision. I think we should stick in the DENDAO.
I agree.
I don't want to put it in the DIN. I will just keep it in the DENDAO. This is the idea of the DePlatform vision. Even the name has to be voted upon by the group, which I've mentioned before in other DENDAO meetings. So right now we're just leaving it as if it's the DePlatform vision, or the rebranding of DENDAO, or excuse me, the rebranding of Den.Social to DePlatform. And what's its vision? Ownership and censorship.
Right. Okay.
All right. But that's all I had, and I encourage people to look at Meme Asylum and Dracaria and Dragon Chain, and
Yep.
I think
Dracaria is I think the fire season starts next Wednesday, and it's the last season of the first age. And we're hoping that Marketplace will come during that season. And it might come after the closeout of the season. I don't know, but we're hoping that that's there soon, very soon. We're almost done with it, but we just we haven't had time to test it as much as we wanted. And then DePlatform is launched, and it kind of depends. It looks like November 20th might be the day that we launch the first cycle. So you'll want to get your ECT, and
that's in the middle of the moon cycle, right?
Yeah, that'll be new moon. And that would mean, though, that the lunis, the big, the full moon would begin would
December
be
5th
with the minting
of the minting. Gotcha.
And it's interesting because we could either start it on the full moon, but then minting will be on a new moon, vice versa. So it's like, really, I think we just started on one of those cycles and we'll be fine.
I like it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that is all that I have, Joe, unless you have something else. Nope. I do have a hard break in 9 minutes. Yep. So I guess I will take us out with Enter the Dragon, unless you have anything else.
Nope. Good. Thanks.
No, thank you, Joe. Appreciate you. All right. Bye.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable if this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.